quiet, it won't be safe, and it won't be calm.
Run up and down lots of corridors!
That was the one!
He's turned off to the right, Brigadier.
Locking phasers on target.
They're locking phasers. Ray shields.
Fire!
But I tell you what it will be. I'll tell you what it will be. The trip of a lifetime.
Good morning. Well, I have to tell you, I was fine half an hour ago, right? I was full of beans, right? Full of the joys of spring in February, as it happens. And now I'm like on a complete, what's it going? I'm in a complete crash right now. I've got to get some coffee in me quickly. Fortunately, the moment has been prepared for. Thank God. Thank the good Lord. Yeah, okay. Here's a drawback with Ozempic. Now, I am losing a ton of weight with Ozempic. I am really happy, right? I am really happy about that. Yeah, that's kind of good news. I think in a couple of years, I'm going to be in reasonably good shape. But you just forget to eat, right? You just like, because you're never hungry, so you don't eat. And I really hadn't eaten since yesterday. So I'm like, I came over for a and I got a headache going down in a direct line right here behind my eye. And I realized it comes when I don't bloody eat. So I came over from synagogue about 6:15. That's 4:15 your time, right? I said, okay, I better have something to eat. I found in the freezer we had these really nice rolls on Sabbath, right? These really, really nice, like crusty, like earthy brown bread rolls. I'm like, okay, I'll have one of that with I'll toast it when I have a bit of cheese on it. Okay, that'll be all the food groups. That'll do me nice. So I did, right? And I've eaten, and I'm like, I feel that headache going away, but now I'm crashing. I'm like, where am I? What's going on? What are you doing in my bedroom? What's going on? Did I close it? Yeah, that's fine. I have a curtain over there, which I normally close to muffle my ranting, right? Because it carries throughout the house. Although it's only me and my daughter right now. My wife is out shopping. Which reminds me, did I tell her to put here? Wait. I just had a job to put something on the on our shopping list. One thing, we have a joint shop. Yes, I put orange juice on. That's good. Natural yogurt, really, for who? Okay. Pizza bites. That's not me. And oranges. Okay, I put that on as well. And okay, we're doing good. My daughter's clearly to be on here. There's like chocolate candy. Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, my wife's out doing the shopping. She should be home. Now, here's a question though. I'm ending my stream in a couple of hours, so she'll probably be home. Let me think. At about 8:30, which is like 6:30 your time. Will the groceries be put away, or am I going to still have to do it? I get a feeling I'm still going to have to do it. I tell you, it's weird, right? You know, I have all the sucky parts of being married right now, right? We're essentially separated, although we're in the same bedroom. I understand, right? We're essentially separated. But I'm still doing the bloody housework and laundry and putting away groceries and shit. Really? Where's the blackjack and hookers that's supposed to come with being single? Nowhere to be found, ladies and gentlemen. Nowhere to be found. What can I tell you? Although I have to tell you, I do have a bit of a refound connection to the good Lord, which is actually doing me a bit of a treat, right? Actually doing me a bit of a treat. Well, what kind of bollocks do we have to look at to start with? Do we start with the silly stuff first, or the annoying stuff first? Oh, it's a hard question, isn't it? It's a hard question. Let's start with a bit of Star Trek AI. In fact, well, there was another one as well I didn't play the other day, which was really good. Like some Star Trek effects. Wait, is it over here? Where is it? Hang on. Is it that one now?
Sometimes we choose.
You really think this What did you say?
I don't know.
Is this it? Oh, here we go. It's here. Fine. Let me just get rid of all those ones. We're trash. Here we go. Fine. Oh, I'm going to do this as well. Okay, so again, just trawling through the Twitch, found a nice bit of Star Trek there, right? Which you're not going to find in Star Trek. Let me tell you that stuff is shit. Oh, it's so bad. It is so bad. What we didn't get. Look at that Enterprise E or F or G, whatever it is. Very nice. Look at that again. I think it's AI. I think there are a few ships that are cooler than the next gen Romulan Warbird. I love that hollow bit in the middle. Oh, that was awesome, right? That was awesome. Now we're looking at Trek. Let's look at this. This is AI Trek, right? I think it's kind of fun.
So, no, I won't make it so. Get off my ship. My analysis dictates that there is no friggin' way we are going to fit on that ship. No shit, Sherlock.
I love you, Mr. Spock.
I know.
Mr. Scott, smell my finger. It smells like Nurse Chap.
Tell me
Yes, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it smells like Nurse Chapel.
if it's Pepsi or Coca-Cola. It tastes like Scotch whiskey. Oh shit, I have given you the wrong bottle. And Vulcan United beat human rovers on penalties. We play Klingon FC away on Friday. So which button do I press to turn left? The one on the left. That sounds logical. Captain Picard, you are on the wrong friggin' Enterprise.
Make it so!
No, I won't make it, so get off my ship!
I hate being a red shirt. I have been killed twice this season. It sucks being a red shirt.
Yeah, but they got such sexy outfits if they're a girly red shirt.
I'm a doctor, not a TikTok influencer.
Well, Mr. Scott installed the new CCTV. Smile, Spock, you're on camera.
Hey, I think that's a fair use of technology, ladies and gentlemen. I do. There we go. Shall we do the annoying stuff? Yeah, you're out shopping, right? And you got a bunch of purple-haired weirdos who are protesting. I don't even know what they're bloody protesting. But what? I'm like, why can't these people just be thrown out by their hair? Right? I don't know.
Excuse me, have you got respect? I asked her to excuse me. We're not leaving. I asked her to excuse me. And she said no, so now
Let go of the please.
So she said no, so you go around the other.
Like, what is wrong with these fucking people? Like, who do they think they're impressing?
Don't care. She don't control my passage anywhere, okay? She don't belong to me. She doesn't own me. Excuse me, I've asked you several times. What are you doing I've asked you several times.
Yeah, why can't the police just come out and throw? I mean, this one doesn't have any hair. Well, by their pitiful beards, why can't they just fuck off and leave everybody alone? I mean, really. And again, what are they even protesting? Like, who gives a shit what they're protesting? I want to do more of what they're protesting. It looks like crosses on them. I don't know. I have no idea what they're protesting. Meat?
You're assaulting someone, sir. I've asked you several times, please. I've asked you nicely. You've not been provoked.
Because, just tell me what you want. No, I want to look around the fucking shop and get my fucking food is what I want to fucking do without some like 12-year-old, belligerent 12-year-old who's always got participation trophies and told that everything she does is special is okay.
Go down that way. Yes, you can go around and get your several times nicely. She said no. She doesn't have the right to say no.
I have a right to
Who the hell do you think you are?
Excuse me. I want to get past here.
You can go around, madam. This
No, I'm not going round. You move.
No, we're not leaving. No.
What? I'm just
Oh, why can't they just be maced?
not to make the way with my trolley then.
You do what you must do, madam, but we're here to make a protest and make a point, okay?
But, we don't forgive a fuck. You make a protest, make your point. Now, fuck off. You made your point. Fuck off. That's an assault. Oh, now they care about civil order. These people, I don't get it. I don't get it. Where do these fuckwits come from? Oh, it's not even they even vote Labour. They're all too busy wanting to vote for the Green Party because they're all fucking weirdos. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's one of these weirdos. Close up.
I mean to be an asshole, but I will be when I mean.
Yeah, okay, you do mean to be an arsehole. You do mean to be an arsehole. And you look to me like you're unfuckable, darling, right? It looks to me like you're very happily unfuckable. Okay, but then let's hear why you think you need to be an arsehole today. Because you just are.
Okay, listen, I don't mean to be an asshole, but I will be when I need to be. Most of you are not qualified to be teaching your children.
Okay. Thank you for your opinion. Do I look like I give a shit about your opinion? I don't think you're qualified to be teaching my children. Look at you. You're a fucking disaster. You are a fucking disaster. Like, why do you think you should be teaching your children?
And I'm getting very concerned about how this is all going to play out in the future.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. Here, let me see. Look at her face there. Yeah, exactly. Here's what's going to happen. Unfuckable weirdos like you are going to be reduced to where you used to be in society, where nobody gives a fuck about you. Right? Yes. And society's going to work so much better for it, right? You don't matter. Your opinions don't matter. I don't want you teaching my children because you're a fucking weirdo. How about that? I think the future's going to work out pretty well because this bullshit is going bye-bye, right? I mean, look at her. Yeah. Why do you think you're somebody who should be teaching children? What else we got? Yeah, okay, there's a drag queen arguing against prohibiting drag shows for children. I don't think she really thought out their appearance that well, right, in this, frankly. Right? I don't think they thought it out that well.
Proven statistics showing that children are harmed from going to drag shows.
Well, you've only started doing it a few years ago. And like, again, what the fuck are you wearing, weirdo? Like you're literally sitting there in Bizarroville makeup, a wedding dress, and a bit of chainmail. Again, what do you think? Do you think a normal person looks at you and go, "Yep, that's the person I'm gonna listen to"? Like, oh yeah, there are zero provable statistics. What about the disproportionately high amount of people who claim to be drag queens who molest children, which is disproportionately higher to the non-drag queen world? Am I saying all drag queens are child molesters? I don't think so. I think I don't know what you are, right? But I'm going to say I reckon there is somebody on the screen now who has probably got some kind of weird child molesting kink going on, right? Just a guess, but it's how this stuff normally goes.
As a woman of God and some.
Okay, you're not a woman and you're not of God. Okay, you're a man of Satan. Other than that, everything you said was just fine.
Someone who understands how drag spreads love and joy.
Okay, it doesn't. It provides access to vulnerable children to perverts, right? That's what it does. I don't care about your joy and love. You want kids? Go and get married. Have some fucking kids, weirdo.
And children always leave laughing and happy.
Yeah, child molesters say that. Oh, here, let me give you a lolly after I fucked you in the ass.
I ask you to please oppose this bill. I have performed at all ages events. The following directions are always given to me when I do these shows.
And I'm sure you stick to them rigidly.
Please keep sexually explicit content out of your songs and performances.
Okay, what you and the other drag queens are just presenting right now is sexually explicit. This is called kink, right? This is called kink. There's no way you can display yourself in a kink fashion and say it's not sexually explicit. It is sexually explicit.
Please choose age-appropriate songs, so no cursing or hateful messages. We understand the seriousness of keeping children safe as much as you do. If you haven't been to an all-ages show,
Okay, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, and I don't want to go to an all-ages show because I think this is sick weirdness. right? I'm not telling you it should be banned, but I think it should be for adults. Oh, yes.
Recommend it. So you can have a moment of shared laughter as you watch a drag queen do a crunchy cartwheel to Let It Go from Frozen.
Yeah. I don't think the bonus, outweighs the minus, quite frankly. Weird looking pervert. But you do a cartwheel to was it a crunchy cartwheel? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. But of course, to be really, really, really dumb and detached from reality, you need to be famous. Oh, yes, you do. Thankfully, we have the person who turned down the Doctor Who role to show us how stupid famous people are. Olivia Colman.
How you explain to them what?
I mean, look, I liked you in Peep Show, darling. I thought you were okay in The Crown. I think you're up your own arse a little bit, quite frankly, honey. Right? I think you're up your own arse. And again, I just don't think you understand what you're talking about. I do think you're regurgitating moronic liberal talking points because you're a moronic liberal. Right? That's what it seems to me.
I don't know how you explain to them what understanding and kindness is.
How is it like, okay, how is it kind to remove female spaces, right? How's it kind to allow people with penises into female spaces? It seems like it's very, very unkind, and it seems like it takes a breathtaking amount of lack of understanding, right? It's like, but go, can you explain it to me, please? Explain it, Luke, because you're famous, so you know everything.
Really important to tell everybody's story, and to do it from an empathetic point of view, and for people to be able to. Stories can.
By the way, are you up for telling stories about people who were pro-Brexit, right, and pro-Trump in an empathetic way? Are you up for that, Olivia? Are you? I'm going to guess no, right? I'm going to guess that you don't want to do anything with Lawrence Fox, right? Right? I don't think you want to do that. I think you have empathy and kindness for people who are like you and nothing else.
Even if it's in a small way, change people's perceptions.
It never does. In fact, the only thing that the insertion of relentless chicks with dicks into media has done is made people reject it, right? That's really the only outcome. Nothing else, right? Literally nothing else, right? You've got nothing else out of it whatsoever, right? You have less acceptance for trans people nowadays.
Sometimes for the better. But then someone who is anti-trans and again...
Okay, and what is anti-trans? I think people who have penises are boys, right? Because that's what science said. Science and religion, for that matter. One of the few places they agree. I think they're boys, right? I do. I think they're little boys, or big boys, depending, on them. But I think they're boys. I think if anybody, it's just the same way. If I say I'm a penguin, you're not being empathetic and kind to me. So, yep, you're a penguin, right? Again, and what rights is an anti-trans person, which you can't really define? What rights are they against, right? Are they against the right of women to lose spaces without penises, right? I mean, because I think I'm on board with women having the right of safety.
Against trans rights is someone who I don't know how you explain to them what understanding and kindness is and love.
Because you don't understand what you're fucking talking about. People understand them. People are empathetic with them. They just look. I'm Jewish, Olivia, darling. I'm Jewish, right? I believe God appeared at Mount Sinai and Moses was a prophet. Are you being understanding and kind to me because you don't think that's the case? And I don't care you don't think that's the case, right? But you are denying my identity by doing so, right?
I don't know what's the right way to do it.
Okay, not this way. Fucking idiot. Just a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm at the point where do celebrities like to be called fucking idiots? Because there seems to be they're really into it, right? They seem to be really bizarrely into being fucking idiots. Right, I don't really understand, mate. I don't really understand. Anyway, let's do a bit of a timeline cleanse and look at something. Oh, you've got a couple of things to look at. We'll look at two scary things first. This is a scary prank, which would make me shit myself many times over.
Okay, grand finale. You ready? Here we go.
I'll bet V for Vendetta action. I applied a new mask.
I know you can. What is this? Why would you bring this thing out? No!
I mean, this is a lot of work to go for a prank.
What? I didn't see anything. What? Where? What?
Okay, later. But of course, if you want real chills, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna make your blood run cold, right? Get ready, gird yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna see some scary stuff. It's scary stuff.
The unthinkable has happened. The impossible is now true. I've been brought to life in a horrifyingly real ice lolly from Walls. Get your fangs into the strangest lolly you've ever tasted before it's too late. Walls Dracula. It's really horrible.
I remember that. Oh, that was awesome. I do remember that one. I did like the 1970s horror phase and a kung fu phase, right? I thought they were both very good, right? But let's end off with the fun, silly stuff. With a bit of British greatness, right? There's some British greatness out there, and we're about to see it. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Come, Cooksy. Oh, it's looking good.
Well, that was impressive. I have to tell you, I found that impressive. Good on you, sir. Good on you. Fine, let's get to the chat. Here, I'll take you through the thumbnail today. This one was a bit of a tough one to pull together, right? I ended up having to do a bit of Photoshop. It was very disturbing. Very disturbing. 1 second. Where am I up to? Share screen. Let's start off with this one, I think. And again, the initial ones, I was a bit, well, you can see why I didn't use them. It's just not very sexy. I'm sorry, it's just not very sexy, right? No, it's just not very sexy, right? Bottom line, it's just not very sexy. Also, Billy Pipe's looking a bit weird there. Equally not very sexy. I had to go pass. So then I suggested the boobs be a bit larger because, you know, that's me. And they wear I don't know why Billy Piper is always Union Jack for me, right? Was it a corset? And suddenly, this is sexy. At last, it's sexy, but she's just a bit too big there, right? And then it came out with this one, which didn't have the background at all, but that was totally the sexiest one. I like the fishnet styling. I think that worked well. Is that the one I use? I think that's the one I use. Right? I believe so. Here, let's pull up the thumbnail. Video file. Here we go. Over here. Doink. Yeah, that was the one I used. Yeah. But yeah, again, I had to resort to Photoshop. What can you do? But yeah, that one works better. Good. And I tell you, the last Billy Piper, Chris Eccleston Big Finish release, really good, really solid. You know what? I should also pull up Big Finish because because they've been renewed for like 10 years or something. There's 9 more years of Big Finish, which you know. 1 second. I've got too many windows open. Close that one. There. This one goes over here. So we should certainly read all about that. There we're up to. Yeah, we go. Let's have a look at the thumbnail. Fixing the future of Doctor Who. Just how does anyone unfuck it? Well, there's lots of ways. Will they? I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know what's going to happen. What am I more unsure about? Is my marriage going to survive, or is Doctor Who going to survive? Oh. Both of them pretty tough. Let me tell you. Was it last week's Star Trek Starfleet Academy? I left a message for someone on the panel with me. I said, who knows, my marriage is on the rocks somewhat. I said, this week's Starfleet Academy, it's worse than my marriage. It genuinely is. It genuinely is. I don't know. Anyway, things that we do. Just how does anyone unfuck it? Well, there are ways. There are ways. Night Seven Kingdoms is awesome. Yeah, it's my favorite show on TV right now. We're going to do a recap of it. The Narnia disaster in the making. Yes, this is going to be an epic fail, right? You just know this is going to be an epic fail. Like gender swapping Aslan. It's just dumb. It's a very Christian book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And you know, it's not very Christian. And it's like, everything you hear from me, you go, what? Why? So Billy Bible has some sage advice. Had no thing come out that great, but I'm looking at boobs anyway. How to fix Doctor Who? Well, first, stop obsessing about chicks with dicks. That's really mine and Billy's first of our eyes. Next, make the TARDIS call again. Oh, fuck me. I hated the gap with TARDIS. I hated it. Oh, boring, antiseptic, dull. Oh. And don't stunt cast me as a doctor. These are all pieces of good advice. Okay. Pete Mateague, are you listening? Right. This should help you out, mate. I'm trying to help you out. You're welcome. You are welcome. Anyway, leading for a guest starting. Okay. You're doing a good job. You're doing a fine job. All right. Now with that, let's get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing, says OT, that I worry about in Ben Habib's new policy is about the legal immigrants who actually want to work over here. Okay. I'm sure they'll find a way of, winnowing those out. It'll be like, what, 1 in 30? Can't be that hard. Darren Name is, Darren Evans, how you doing, Darren? Thank you for joining us. As is Archer Colin. I hope your stream went well the other day for not Coming in the Shadows, but it was Babylon Squared. We're up to Jonathan Cox is here. Doing Jonathan Cox, as is PD Ritz. Oh yes, see, Star Wars burning all the paperwork. It's Reichstag's 2.0. I saw that. They're closing down like a was it some legal watchdog site, right? I tell you, like how Starmer hasn't resigned. It's amazing he survived another one. I get like I don't know. I guess he's threatening. So listen, if I resign, I'm going to call a general election first, right? And you're all going to be in trouble, right? Yahtzee, oh, that's what you're talking about. Fine. It is Reichstag. It's really bizarre. Darren the Funky Evans is here. How you doing, Darren Funky Evans? Thank you for joining us. Where are we up to? It says, Oti says it's sad because it's sad as well because I have so much hope for them. My main worry is I'm a very close Chinese friend and I would hate to see her go. Oh, you're talking about the people who are, what can I tell you? Darren got a copy of Doctor Who magazine this week, but only bothered with the season 21 box sets preview. That's the only thing to bother with. Literally anything to bother with. Okay, Sophie Thatcher says D59 or Ella Purnell. Now, Ella Purnell I like in, I think she's good in Fallout. I kind of got bored with season 2 though, but that's Ella Purnell. Wait. Let's see if we can pull up some salacious images of her. 1 second. Okay, she looks better in Fallout, quite frankly. Have a look. Ella Purnell and Haley Stafford. Well, Haley Stafford look pretty good. I don't know. I mean, yeah, she looks pretty there. Yeah, when she's dressed, she certainly looks pretty. But I wouldn't say like she's like a major sex symbol. And who's the other one? Sophie Thatcher, you said? Sophie Thatcher. Let's check out Sophie Thatcher. Sophie Thatcher. Let's have a look. I'm going to say it's Sophie Thatcher quite a long way. Although neither of them is really doing much for me. I'll be frank, right? I'll be frank. Yeah, I mean, like, I like the side boob, Sophie. Don't get me wrong, right? I like the side boob. I think it's pretty darn cool. And you're obviously in track, but like, I don't know. You know Sydney Sweeney, darling. You know Sydney Sweeney. Here, okay. This is the bar. This is the bar. Right? If you're not close to this, forget it, right? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sorry. She's gorgeous. She's just like, every part of her is gorgeous in every way. She is just stunningly gorgeous. I think even without makeup, with makeup even more so. And I like she wears see-through dresses where you can see her boobies. I mean, like, I like that about a young lady, right? That's just awesome. I'm sorry that she did that was just awesome. So that's the bar. Right, that's the bar. I don't think you're getting close to you're getting close to it with either of your suggestions. Again, I mean, what can I tell you? Yeah, this is the bar, right? And also she's got a nice smile, right? I want to tell you, she's actually got a genuinely nice smile. I like her smiling, right? So yeah, look, that's the bar, baby. And that's a high bar to get over, right? Wouldn't mind seeing a few high kicks to get over there, but that's a high bar. Fine, back to the chat. What are we up to? My next door neighbor from Sweden, and she's just integrated in the British society. As well, good for her. Good for her. Article says, sounds like Ozempic needs to be used to be properly monitored. It seems to be overriding your body's natural nutritional requirements. Well, I think that's the point of it, right? Again, my doctor is somewhat an expert on diabetes, right? And when I raised concerns about going to the doctor, and I asked her, she was like, for you, you're fine. You fat cunt, right? She didn't say fat cunt, but yeah, she thought it, right? She thought it. Man, I went to a psychiatrist a few weeks ago to get a script for medication. The appointment cost me $500, like literally $500. Can't believe. And the impression was she did not like me at all, like at all. I'm like, crack a smile, darling. I don't know. Like I said, reduce my appetite by smoking. Not the safest way to lose weight, but it works. Well, good for you. You know, everybody does their own. Can't wait for Sal's recognition. Yeah, we all called him Billy Bullshitter, but here in the Oval Office. But none of us believed a word out of his mouth. I know. Starmer is just, again, he just doesn't give a fuck about anything, does he? He's like, yeah, couldn't give two shits. Could not give two shits. There's a friend that heard it in Trump's voice. That fucking Evans. I'll take a guess from the aisle. They are blocking their protesting against meat. Oh yes, that terrible thing that humanity has survived on for thousands of years. That thing, right? David Millings here. How you doing, sir? Good evening, Rabbi, says David Millings. I bet you can't wait for next day for Star Trek. I can't. Fuck me, I can't. Oh, is there a trailer for it? We're up to one here. Let's see if I can find a trailer for it. Hang on. Star Trek. I mean, the title is fucking awful. What was it? SO1EO6, I think, trailer. We're up to episode 6, aren't we? He says, hopefully. Let me say this if it's on Twit-Twats. Not on the YouTubes. Doink. We'll do late media, maybe. I'm like, why am I even looking for it? I'm just going to annoy me. God, I hate it. I really fucking hate stuff. Yeah, was it maybe the trailer? Yeah, let's do it by we'll do it by not popularity. Prioritize upload date this week. We'll say okay. Let's see if we see anything this week. 8 reasons fans hate Starfleet Academy. Just 8. I mean, there's a lot more, right? It's just really bad, right? It's really genuinely fucking awful. Oh, and you know what? Again, it's another thing. They just do not give two shit. I can't find the trailer. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Fucking hate it. I really do. Something my horrendous toothache seems to be a walk in the park. Yes. Just ram them. I guess we're talking about the shop. Not Starfleet Academy. They wouldn't want to ram any of them. Whew, bloody hell, especially on the Klingon. Probably fall over. That is such a wimpy fucking Klingon. Oh, I can't. I hate it. How would the shop react if customers started boycotting the shop if they do not get the clear protest? They don't care. Corporate's fine. Corporate loves it, right? Fuck is it? Dan Franklin says ramming speed ahead in the chicken lane. Well, that sounds right to you. Why is security kicking them out? Because they'll just be arrested. Right? David Minning says Starmer's going to cling to power like a leech that sticks to them. I think so too. Right? I think so too. Jonathan Cox is here. It says, we don't care, you lefty weirdos. We don't. Right? And that's like they just got to get their head around. We don't give a shit. They don't matter. Right? They just don't matter. Yeah, and then the teacher says she's concerned for the future. Darling, keep you away from all kids, right? Keep you away from all kids. I know what this means, Darren. Thank you for your opinion, Dillagath. You mean he, Rabbi? Yeah, did I say she? What? They. I know. What is that, Archgon? Yeah, like I just don't think she's giving the impression she thinks she is, or they think they are, or whatever it is. I don't know. So woke a lot, says PD Rich. Is this a Python sketch? If only. Like, if only it was a Python sketch, but it's not. Right? That's Matthew Pounder. How you doing, Matthew Pounder? Thank you for joining us. It's not really simply put the lunatics back in the asylum. Yes. Yes, it is. I agree completely. Right? I agree. Let's get you back to jiggling about there for us, Billy. You know you want to. Who else we got? Nodding donkey in the background. Okay. Lonnie says, what the hell was that? That's somebody pleading that they should be able to do drag shows for children. Because, you know, that's what children need, right? Drag is specifically males dressed as females, so a drag queen can only be male. Well, there you go. Right? She lost her marbles more than her daughter. Okay. Lying to me isn't kind. Yeah. I bet she's told Olivia. We're talking about Olivia Colman, yes. Question, Olivia. Is it kind to encourage someone with anorexia to starve themselves? Well, yes. That's what they want. So it's only kind to do that. Right? Only kind to do that. And apparently Macron called him media riches. Trump's destroying the EU when they're doing a brilliant job themselves. Line blimey. Trump doesn't have time, right? Right? Trump doesn't have time. He's too, again, you're doing it too busily yourself, right? Face this on a personal. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Olivia's proving that actors can't say anything without somebody else writing it. I know. Why do we like them? Because they pretend. I guess. They just pretend, right? I guess that's why we like them. We're talking about the Count Dracula lollies. Red on the inside, green and gooey. Red on the outside, green and gooey on the inside. Yes, it was. Right? Rose does Reader's Wives. It does look that, doesn't it? I've always wondered, like, why would anybody, like, what's the turn on with the Reader's Wives, right? I would rather watch professional models in makeup who look hot, right? Than, you know, skanky bits of tap from the Rovers, right? They'll only be thinking of making it. They'll only be there. Peter Rich says they'll be the only thing making anything Doctor Who. I don't know what that is, but okay. HaGeffen says we ended up having to stop before we reached the end of the episode. Really? I'm sorry. Was a psychiatrist a revisionist Jew? Probably. I don't want to talk about probably. Trailer, God knows, bad enough you make us watch it. It's awful, right? It's awful. Maybe Barrett's given up on the trailer. That could be, right? It really could, because it's, I mean, like, how much do they need to fuck up? It's beyond me. I mean, it really is beyond me. Like how embarrassed can they possibly get? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Yeah, apparently, quite a lot without having to, you know, without having to buckle. Okay, let's work out what we're looking at first. We got that's a story. That's a maybe we'll do this story first. It's more annoying, right? And okay, that's a good story. What's this one? That's also a good story. Where are we going to put? Yeah, we'll put that one over there. Fine. Okay, do I not have Cosmic Book News open? 1 second. Oh, I forgot. We got the Mandalorian Grogu trailer, which people are shitting on. I quite liked. Right. 1 second. Let's find it. Oh, there's also a Supergirl trailer, isn't it? Mandalorian Grogu trailer. Let's get the Supergirl trailer up as well. Right. It was like, what was it, 37 seconds long? This is the... and frankly, I'm looking forward to Mando. I have to tell you, I really am. What's this one? Is it good? Unable to down... I've got my YouTube downloads not working well. 1 second. YouTube downloader. Oh, it's annoying. Maybe we should do it from Twitter. Yeah. Mandalorian trailer. And then I'll look up the Supergirl one. Where is it? That's the one from a few months ago. No, I want the new one. Maybe we'll put Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Let's try spelling it correctly this time. Super Bowl trailer. Oh, there you go. I got an image from it, but not the actual trailer. Is this it? Oh, here it is. There you go. And I'll try and find the Supergirl one, which I haven't actually watched yet. I do like. I'm really up for that Supergirl movie. Mando, Supergirl, Super Bowl. Did I write trailer? Is this the one? February 9th? Yeah, so that's right. Doink. I do like her name's Millie Alcock. I'm like, okay, darling. You just tell me what you're into, we'll work it out. I'm into Alcock. Well, there you go. Looks like we'll get along. Fine, let's look at the Mando trailer.
Sometimes we choose our path. Other times the path chooses us. Through it all, we keep pushing forward, driven by a deeper purpose, guided by an unseen force. The journey never gets any easier.
Well, I always thought Tauntauns were native to Hoth. Apparently not.
The bond just gets harder to break. This is the way.
Only in theaters and IMAX May 22nd.
Yeah, I really want to go see that. I'm sorry. I like Mando. I've liked all 3 seasons of it. Right? I'm going to miss the Super because 1, I have 0 enters in Sports Ball, and 2, I was talking about something much more interesting. That'd be anything, right? Funky says, oh no, the new Supergirl trailer there about using porch security cameras and locating missing dogs. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I saw some of the Mando trailer was taking the piss, Mickey out of Super Bowl ads in general. Were they? No, didn't look like it to me. I do like Grogu, right? I like it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of unapologetically like it, and I like Supergirl as well. That's two good movies I'm going to see this year. Two movies I've seen in cinema this year, at least.
Who are you? What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Kurton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. This is not gonna end well for you guys.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Yeah, that looks good to me. That does look good to me, right? You like what you like, Rabbi. Exactly. You know, I like Mind Warp. You know, what can I say? I'm a bit embarrassed by it, but it does have Nicola Bryant tied to a beach, you know, with buckets of water being thrown over it. I think that's enough reason to like anything, quite frankly, right? You know, bit of wet t-shirt going on there. That's always good news, baby. That's always good news. Where should we start? I'm going to start with this story. It's just painful. But yes, okay, we'll start with this story. Critical Superboy's dog, Kara had a pet cat. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I'm not into Superman lore, right? They're making their... I like the dog. What can I tell you? I like the dog. It works for me, right? Obviously, they're not trying to be comic book accurate. Fair enough. Again, this is just embarrassing, isn't it? Doctor Who star Joe Martin will receive a special award for special people, right? This is a local shot for local people. A special award for special people to recognize how she has forged a trailblazing path. How she done that? She took a job and she was better than Jodie Whittaker, but she was kind of mediocre with it, right? They cast her because she was a black woman. So her forging a trailblazing path is being the person she was born as, right? And that's it, right? Somewhat indistinguishable from Commander Shouty Pants from Starfleet Academy, who I assumed was Joe Martin, right? An extra special award, yes. Is it a participation trophy? Because it essentially is, right? It's essentially a participation trophy. Right. What was I going to say? The actor has made history as a fugitive doctor. No, you didn't. No, you didn't make history. You just kind of turned up. Right? We made history. No, you fucking didn't. What are you talking about? I'll tell you. Will be honoured by the British Urban Film Festival for her impact on film, television, and representation. Will she? Again, what impact has she had? Other than she's reasonably annoying and Big Finish can't stop using her and shit. Right? I don't know. I mean, again, she was better than Jodie Whittaker, but that's like saying Himmler was better than Hitler. Right? And he was. Himmler was way better than Hitler. Way better. Marginally better than Hitler, right? It's still nothing to talk write home about. I'm sorry. So let's see. And again, I don't care how much you keep screaming to me, everything post-Capaldi was canon. It's not. It's bullshit. No one's interested in it, right? No one is interested in it. Doctor Who star Joe Martin is to be honoured by the British Urban Film Festival, BUFF. Really? It's called BUFF, is it? And has announced that she will receive an honorary award for outstanding contribution to film and television at the 2020 ceremony. Because, yeah. When I think of somebody who has had an outstanding contribution to film and television, I think Joe Martin, right? Never. No one's ever thought that ever. A special accolade first introduced in 2015. Oh, so it's been around for a while then, right? Recognizes screen talent whose work has had a significant cultural impact and helped broaden representation across the... I'm fuck off with your representation. Previous recipients have been Amma Asante, Angela Griffin, Ashley Waters, and last year's only. Who are any of these people? Okay, let's look at Femi Oyeniran. What the fuck? I don't know. Who's that? It's Femi Oyeniran. Listen, is the name of what? Listen is a Nigerian British actor, director who started as in Kidulthood. Well, that was a good movie, right? Playing a role of Mooney in 2006, and he followed in the sequel. Okay. I'm like, really? Okay, so that's the first one. Let's look at Angela Griffin. She sounds like she should be sexy. I don't think she's gonna be, but it sounds like she should be. Yeah. What is she? She's an actress, presenter, and director who has been active on television since the early 1990s. Well, good for her. Good for her. But listen, I'm sorry. If you're going to go for Angela Griffin, may I recommend Angie Griffin instead? I mean, like, that is so much better. Yeah, that's an outstanding contribution. Right, it's an outstanding contribution to television and cinema. Absolutely, another outstanding contribution, and another one. Right, and this is, I would say, 2 outstanding contributions. Right, well done. Okay, now let's see what her top 5 cosplays of 2023 are. Now I want to know. Right, 80s workout babe. Really? I can't zoom in on these? Well, no, I'm not really that interested. I'm sorry. Mattel's Barbie, Black Widow, and Big Hero 6, She-Hulk. Better than Ben All. Okay, fine. So that's Angie Griffin. Far more interesting than Angela Griffin. Who else is there? Amma Asante. Man or woman? I don't know. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. Let's find out. I have no idea, right? I have no idea. Let's find out. Still don't know. She's a British filmmaker, scriptwriter, former actress since 2019, Chancellor of Norwich University. Really? Okay. Totally not a diversity hire, right? No, I resent that implication. And Ashley Waters. Again, man or woman? Who knows? Who knows? I tell you, Joe, you're with the big guns now, darling. I was a bloke. Probably a gay bloke. Ashley Waters is known by his stage name as Ashley D. He's a British actor and rapper. He first rose to fame as a member of the UK garage group So Solid Crew, who hit the top spot in the UK charts in 2001 with their single 21 Seconds. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, fine. So these are the recipients of it. Buff 2026 artistic director Kelechi Henulo. So Joe's career speaks for itself. That's why I can't hear it, right? Her indelible work has broken barriers, championed, inspired, and forged a trailblazing path for others to follow that were designed to be honoring her with this award. Okay, but just co-chair Claire Aniyam Ozigwe. Oh, bloody hell. Can there be a John Smith in the audience, really? And that the honor recognized not just Martin's body of work, but also a wide influence in redefining what leading roles look like on a British and international scene. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. Oh, God. Yeah, no one goes, oh, that's Doctor Who. Nobody looks and go, oh, look, Doctor Who. They go, who's that? Right? They go, who's that? And that's really about it, right? They just go, who's that? Big Finish news. What's this thing? Master of the Suburbs. Now, let's look at this first. So, Big Finish have tapped extended the contract to the end of 2035, another 10 years. Well, again, they did have a good release this week, so I can't really shit on them that much. Since launching the first Doctor Who release in 1999, I bought the first Bernie Summerfield release in, was it 1998, 1997? I can't remember. Big Finish produced thousands of hours of full-cast audio drama, bringing back Doctors, companions, and aliens from across the Whoniverse, also while also introducing new characters, worlds, and series that become part of the wider Doctor Who storytelling. Well, it used to be. Nah, not so much anymore. I think pre-2005, they were really together, right? After that, it kind of started to fall apart. But it was really not till like 2016 that it really like went tits up. The renewed agreement between Big Finish means Big Finish can continue creating new stories featuring the Doctor and friends alongside a wide range of Doctor Who ranges that nobody's biting that are already available as digital download to own and various collecting edition formats. Jan Peterson, director of books and audio at BBC Studios, said, Big Finish had played a pivotal role in expanding the Doctor Who universe for more than 25 years. That's actually true. That's true. Consistently delivering stories that honor the legacy of Doctor Who. Well, actually, kind of. They do, because the stories they deliver are not very good. Well, like, I don't know. There's lots of chicks with dicks and trans shit, right? And gay shit. But sometimes you get good stories. Again, I'm still impressed. I mean, the people who wrote the last one were the Ninth Doctor and Rose story, right? They're Lauren Moody, I think. They're actually really good writers, right? And they're somebody who I would go and check out more of their work. Because they're delivering stories that honor the legacy of Doctor Who and bringing fans new adventure that are imaginative, bold, and full of heart. Yeah, really? The renewal reflects not only our confidence in Big Finish creativity and ambition and their ability to do what they're told, right? I mean, listen, they did, bury the David Tennant release with, the tortured David Tennant release with, what's his called name? Captain Jack. I got Michael Barrymore in my head. It's not Michael Barrymore. Whatever. He'll come back to me. Barrowman! John Barrowman. Is it John Barrowman or Sam Barrowman? Whatever. This renewal reflects... Okay, fine. They like it. We're incredibly proud to continue our journey together and look forward to seeing... Cream cracker. Yeah, that really woke me up. Look forward to seeing and hearing where their creativity takes the Doctor next. Jason Hay-Guillory, chairman of Big Finish Productions, said, "This is wonderful news for everyone who's made Big Finish part of their Doctor Who journey. Being licensed through to 2035, that's the plan ahead, further ahead than ever." Well, again, it's not like it's worked out so good recently. That means that bigger stories, more ambitious series, and plenty of surprises. We can't wait to share what's coming up. We can't wait, but we're gonna. Nick Briggs, executive producer and creative director at Big Finish, has added, "We've been telling Doctor Who stories for over a quarter of a century now, and the joy is that it still feels like we're only getting started." No, it feels like you're kind of like tired and over it. Again, they put out a good release this week, so I don't want to tell you. When it's getting started. One of my favorite aspects of Doctor Who is it never runs out of space or time to explore. Eternity in the universe creates limitless canvas to work on. Big Finish can explore full range of Doctor Who dramas by clicking there, and you can get a 15 bundle release. No. Is this good news? I don't know. I really don't know. What's this? Master of the Suburbs. Service unavailable. Really? Oh, there you go. So what was it? Eric Roberts, Sarah Sunt, Lisa Bauman are among the readers, and brand new Doctor Who audiobook, Short Trips, Impeccable, and Other Stories. Okay. Oh, is this thing out? No. I don't know. Am I interested? I don't think I am. I'm not seeing any writers like, oh, Peter Angelis is good. But like, yeah, okay, fine. So they got new Short Trips out. You enjoy it, not so much for me. So again, this one annoys the fuck out of me. Second season of Sontarans versus Rutons, and they open up with the Joe Martin one. Like, why? Right, this for me takes the entire. I'm not getting any of this run, right? And the last run was excellent. It really was. It was one of their better things. Let's look at the video. The video is that from this year? Oh, wait 1 second. Oh, I can't download it. You motherfucker. Here. Wait. Go to Twitwats again. Go to Big Finish. Big Finish. Big Finish. I bet it's on their Twitwats. But man, you should be able to find the trailers like really easily. No, it's whizzing back. Oh, there's lots of things from Gallifrey. Oh god, here we go. Download video coming soon from the worlds of Doctor Who. I got it. Oh, really? Now I got to upgrade to get the paid version. Motherfucker. Hang on. Twitter video downloader. Right now, I'm just annoyed. Doink, download. Thinking about it. There we go. Press the wrong button. Save video as. There we go. Now, again, the first season was actually really, really good. I can't knock it at all, in fact. I kind of like the new way they depict Rutons. Yeah, why aren't they using AI? It's beyond me. They did a good job with it, but like we do AI, it could be much, much better, much easier. Right? Calafray bored me rigid, but okay, good for you. Did not give me an erection, let me tell you. So there are many stories in the Sontaran Rutan War, but the hidden thread has yet to be revealed. A tale told across millennia, from before the war to possible end, the Doctor is about to discover. Well, not really. It's starting with Joe Martin. The brilliant clone race of Sontarans and the slippery, shape-shifting Rutons have waged war across time and space for longer than even the Doctor can remember. You four-part full-cast audio series sees the Rutons versus Sontarans and will take us back to the beginning of the war and ahead to a point where it might finally end. Following the popular 2024 miniseries Sontarans versus Rutons, which was actually very good, right? It really genuinely was very good. This brand new arc of adventures will feature Doctors and companions from across the history of Doctor Who, and also a cosplay Doctor, uncovering a new insight into the Sontaran Root War, which has intrigued fans since they first mentioned in 1973. The set begins with Joe Martin. Fuck off. No, it doesn't. I'm not getting any of the set now. Even though you got Michael Troughton and Fraser Haynes in the second one, and Wendy Padbury, blimey, in the Fraser Haynes in the second one, and Nicola Bryant, Colin Baker in the third, and Paul McGann, India Fisher, Alma, and Carissa's back. Okay. Betrayal at the House of Sontar by John Dorney. Solid Rider. Sorry he's involved in this shit show. On the run from the mysterious organization called The Division. I'm already out. Fuck me. I'm now doubly out. The Doctor has come to the planet Sontar, home of the Kavich Empire, and their armed forces, the Sontarans. They want sanctuary, and she's offering the secrets of the Time Lord in exchange. Oh, God. But the whole world, with the whole of time and space up for grab, the stakes are high. Can anyone on Sontar be trusted? Well, certainly not Joe Martin. So Tim Foley wrote a rendition. At the edge of the Sontaran Root War, There's a large medical ship lingers in space. The Doctor and his friends, find a group of strange survivors aboard, planning something unusual to save their commander. What new powers do the Routons possess? Well, I don't know. What secrets does Lockhart hold? I don't know. And the conflict creeps closer, and the Doctor must work out how to rescue those no longer versed in war. Okay, whatever. Lizzie Hopeley. Well, I often uncharitably called her Lizzie Hopeless, but okay. Doctor and Barry track a criminal imposter to the moon sanctuary of Healing Ponds, only to discover that a lone Routon and the Doctor has previously trapped in a self-made web of lies. Okay. Experiments to rejoin the host have forged a bond with a grieving former Uland, and their mutual obsession tightens. So Uland's ponds grow more polluted, and their farm cut off from what's really happening on the moon. Man, a full-on route and invasion. That one sounds like Dulles Ditchwater. As the Doctor and Mary strive to free Melmoth and Uland from each other, another Doctor is workers close by with far-reaching plans of his own for the lone Routon. Well, who's the other Doctor? Let's have a look, see if they have it in the cast list. Because, they are kind of dumb sometimes this way. Nope, that doesn't want to tell us. Whatever. Right. Hang on. Centauri versus Root rendition. Betrayal of the House of Sontar. Yeah, no. Special releases. Yeah, no. Oh, here we go. Was there a video for this? Let's have a look. No, there isn't. No, that was a mistake, I think. Right, that was a mistake. Peace at last. Is this still no video? Okay, yeah, no. Not really up for it. Where are we up to? Doink. Peace at last on the precipice of peace. It's on the precipice of peace it stands. After destruction of a major stronghold, the Sontarans propose something extraordinary. More extraordinary still, the Routons say yes. The Dr. John and Chris are on hand to watch history being made. Yet history has other ideas. The plan has taken centuries about to come to fruition, and the Melmoth is returning. Whatever. Everybody says they're so proud, blah, blah, blah. Robert Holmes, proud. Well, fuck off with the Joe Martin shit. Then really, with Olsen, so just fuck off. Fuck you, bye-bye. And there's a new Fifth Doctor set. Fifth Doctor, Janet Fielding, and Mark Strickson. Interesting combo, right? Interesting combo. Helter Skelter, right? Now, I immediately blew this off. But I saw it was Laura Mooney and Stuart Pingle, right? They're writing two of the stories. They're 2 out of the 3 stories. They're good. They're good, right? They are good at their jobs. And I do like this era. Oh, just got a little missive. What's that? Anything important? Where'd it go? No. Hang on. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Just a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Just a thumbs up. Right, let's look at this. Okay, Peter David Jennifer and Mark Strickson star in the Fifth Doctor Adventures Helter Skelter, a box set of full cast audio dramas due for release in April 2026. Fifth Doctor is joined by Commanders Tegan Javanka and Vislor Turlo for 3 brand new trips in time and space. Wait a minute. When were they alone? Oh, this must be set after what's his name? Not Enlightenment. What's the one with the Lazars? I'm just gonna look it up. Doctor Who with the Garn episode guide, which is a great story apart from the Garn. Great design. Wait a minute. Fifth Doctor. Okay, so wait. So when did Nissa leave? Enlightenment. Has she already left by this season? All right, no, she's in all of this, right? Arc of Infinity, Mordor and Terminus. Oh, she left in Terminus, didn't she? Yeah, it must have been Terminus. And then Enlightenment. Was she in Enlightenment? I can't even remember. Right? Oh, no. Okay, fine. So it's set sometime after Enlightenment. After Terminus, right? And then... Wait, there are only 2 companions through Frontios? Did they... Man, my memory is getting fuzzy. Then Perry arrived. Okay, fine. Now I know where it is. Okay. Wait, what's happening? The Audio Drama box set, the Fifth Doctor Adventures, Helter Skelter stars the cast from 1980s era of Doctor Who, and it begins with a visit to the 1950s where an English village has become a target of the Asteri, a powerful aliens that with the ability to grant wishes. Oh, man. Could you stop by here? That'd be nice. What do? I get one wish. I can either save my marriage or have Sydney Sweeney be want to be my love slave. I don't know which way to go with that. Oh shit! I guess I'll save my marriage. Sorry, Sydney, darling. Sorry. What can I tell you? Then Tegan trapped in a time loop in an amusement park in space before the time travelers return and find it change into a much darker place. What is called a dystopian descent. Okay. So we got Field of Miracles by Laura Mooney and Stuart Pingle, who are strong writers. They really are. They almost always deliver. The Third Doctor Sideman story they did was brilliant, right? Genuinely brilliant. I really love that. So Field of Miracles with Dr. Tegan and Turlough arrive in a quaint English village of Heatherton in 1951. But something strange is happening. In England, the post-war austerity, Heatherton is thriving and shops are full of produce and everyone seems to have everything they wanted. Even if they wanted the dead to return. Okay, this is the wish-granting aliens, I guess. The Doctor and friends must stop the creeping invasion of the Asteri, wish-granting crystalline organisms of awesome destructive power before they extract a terrible price from the villagers. Helter Skelter. Again, I wish they would make these linked, right? And I wish they would make these books. They would make them so stronger, right? They would make them so much stronger. It's crazy. What are we talking about? So this is by James Moran. Again, strong writer. When a bioengineered planet and amusement park undergoes a critical malfunctions, the entire planet tears itself apart, and the Doctor, Tegan, and Turlough are thrown back to their arrival, trapped in a repeating loop. But for some reason, only Tegan can see the loop, not the Doctor. It has been hidden from him somehow. So why can Tegan see it? And how is she going to fix it? It sounds like that TNG episode, the one where Fraser's the captain of the Bozeman, right? And it keeps blowing up the Enterprise, right? And there was some secret message to get Data to do something different, as I recall. It sounds kind of similar to that, right? Which was actually pretty darn good. What was that? Land of Fools, also by Laura Mooney and Stuart Pingle. I mean, this is making it a strong contender to buy, right? Honestly, because their body here. Let's have a look at Laura Mooney. They kind of work together. So Doctor Cloud 8, I thought was excellent. Torture, blah blah blah. Zygon Infiltration. Which one did they do on that? I found it's just kind of dull, really. That wasn't the spy one. That was it. Yeah, I can't even really remember it. I'm sorry. Hang on, back. Quintessence was excellent, and none of these other Rangers I listened to. Travels in Hope. Oh, fuck off. Oh, Trouble and Hope. Oh, and again, look at all these things I will not buy. I used to be a completist, right? I really used to be a completist. Okay. So TARDIS Rise in London 1980, well, that's kind of apropos. It kind of fits. But something has gone wrong with the timeline, and the city is a quasi police state. They probably arrived in 2025, right? Overseen by a mysterious new company, Lucas, which promises miraculous gifts to its followers. As Tegan takes off to reconnect with her old friends, the Doctor teams up with a young activist, Zan. Turlo is pulled into the heart of the Lucas shadow by the shadowy M, where they discover an old enemy at work beneath the city. I wonder who the old enemy is beneath the city. The box set cast includes Jack Barton, don't care, Matthew Cottle, don't care, and Hilbert Medina, still don't care. Right? Produced by Sonny McGann. I guess he's given up on the acting and over to the producing. Tegan, Turlo, and the Doctor are back. And we're returning to Earth with a new threat has emerged, wielding immense psionic power. Blah blah blah. Man, you make me get bored already. Whatever. How much is this? That's really the question. Like $27, I guess. 27.33 April. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Let's have a look. What's coming out next? Next month there's a couple of sets to buy. Yeah, I'm probably going to get both of these. And also there's the season 21 box set. So April, no, fuck off, Sultan, no, Unit Era, no, Saigon Transformation, sorry, no. Ninth Doctor and Billy, I stuck with it so far. Well, I'm not going to get the Sixth Doctor one. I think it's going to be awful. And Dark Gallifrey, fuck off, Dark Gallifrey. Well, there's nothing coming out in May that I might be interested in, unless they're going to announce something new. Oh, Gallifrey War, I don't really care. They're doing. Is this the third Sky, or is this? Do they do more of these? Oh, no, it's just number 2. Who's writing on this one? Lizzie Oakley, Tim Farley, John Dorney. I don't know. They haven't really done much to massively impress me. Hate to say. I don't hate to say it. Vaguely dislike saying it. I can get over it. Any other news? And yeah, no, nothing I'm interested in. Nothing I'm interested in. Fine, let's move on. Where are we going to go to next? We close that. We'll close this. We'll close that. We'll close that. We'll close that. And oh yes, let's look at this little bit of complete bullshit. Ordinary Balance is here saying with this article, Doctor's future officially confirmed by BBC boss. It's really not, right? It's there's nothing new has happened. So Ordinary Balance says, does anyone believe these woke arseats know a single thing about how to make Doctor Who great again? No, like no one believes it, right? Again, I mean, look at this. Like, how is that? I mean, how do they think, oh, that's going to go down a tree, right? Like this. Like, who thought this was going to go down a tree? It's such a bad idea. It's such a bad idea. It'll just get Shu to get his clothes off, right? That's really it. Yeah, let's read the article over here instead. Right, okay, so Doctor Who, time for us all to work on the show's future, BBC Studios. BBC Studios, Zay Bennett on Doctor Who, covering funds lost by the end of the Disney deal. The show's future is a post-Christmas special, and the show's future post-Christmas special. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. What does the future hold for the BBC's Doctor Who after the showrunner Rusty Davis upcoming Christmas special? I like, why is he writing it? That's one of those Trojan horse questions, because to answer it, you pretty much have to tackle about a dozen other questions. For example, with Disney now out of the picture, are the BBC or BBC Studios and Bad Wolf looking for another financial partner to make up for the hit show budget? I mean, you would assume so, right? You really would assume so. Or will they tighten their belts and work with what they got? Doing an interview with Deadline Hollywood. Oh, mate. Which went live on Monday. Zia Bennett, CEO and Chief Creative Officer, BBC Studios Global, addressed the matter of funding and how and the show's future. Well, noting we're all in it together when it comes to the future of Doctor Who. Bennett didn't offer a direct response when asked whether BBC Studios would cover some of the funding lost after the Disney deal ended. We're a big important part of Doctor Who, and we're all motivated to make sure Doctor Who is a long and flourishing life. Well, I'm sure you do. It makes a lot of money for you. Right, used to anyway. Right, but so let's read that again. We're a big part of Doctor Who, okay, and motivated to make sure that Doctor Who has a long and flourishing life. What does that mean? Okay, we're a big... Okay, fine. We've got the Christmas special coming. After that, it's time for us to get us all to work on it. Well, what does that mean? Work on it in what capacity? Bennett said, and she won't speak for the BBC or its plans. In terms of BBC Studios serves as a commercial production and distribution arm of the multimedia company and responsible for shows like Strictly Come Dancing and Bluey, and things that made money. Things they didn't fuck up, apparently. In October, we learned that Russell would be writing the Christmas special with David. Is that it? Is that it? Literally, that's it. They're saying, oh, yeah, we super wanted that. What the fuck? Yes, I think they're going to be making more Doctor Who, and I think Pete McTeague will probably be running. I think Bad Wolf will be producing it. Right? Are they going to have another streaming partner? Who knows? Who knows? Well, I guess YouTube. Right? I guess the BBC want to make YouTube their streaming partner, essentially so they can make you pay a license fee to have YouTube, right? I think that's... man, that sucks ass so bad. I hope Starmers gets out as soon as possible, right? That would be fantastic, right? Just, oh, God, he's awful, right? Genuinely awful in every way. Here we go. Away in Danger, Jingle Hell, Silent Blight, Hark the Weeping Angels sing, Oh Come You Nyman. A month later, in an interview with Radio Times, David said he currently revealed his current that his current commitments were preventing him from working on the special. Not at the moment. I'm busy at the War Between the Land and the Sea. I thought you had finished it. And I'm also shooting a show in Manchester, Tiptoe, which is going to be woke, like a woke apocalypse, right? Woke apocalypse. So next year, my plate clears and we'll get to work on that. However, David's made it clear that he's not going to be writing the special code. He said, I know exactly what happens. Don't worry about that. Well, I do, Russell. I do. Because everything you've done so far has been shit. Right? Just absolutely shit. So, you know, I do worry about it. Is this it? It's still waffling on? You know. What's this? Oh, yeah. Is this just the waffle? David's dropped a tease about the special in his 12th. Yeah, please. That was in December. Right? It contains the words Bafflers, Winternox, and Village. I don't really give a shit. Right? I really don't give a shit. Shortly after Davis shared the big words that BBC liked it. Well, again, that's another strike against it. Bigwigs at BBC, they're morons, right? I know what happens, but I better write down in case I get run over by a bus. I wouldn't like to hope for that, but that was good. Could the entire BBC management be standing next to you when it happens, right? Because I think that'd be better for everyone. Yeah, that's just one man's opinion, baby, but I think it'll be better for literally everyone. And he says, with jaws agape, loving it. Oh, Jesus. Wouldn't you want to be a fly in that room, right, and see what's going on? And then it mentions how Paul McGann had a leaked AI picture that was clearly AI. That's that whole story, really? Well, that's desperately unimpressive, right? Let's see what this is. Is Disney delaying the Lancy spin-off Method to the Madness? Why are they delaying it? Honestly, I thought it was objectively good, right? I really thought it'll do well, right? Hope the Christmas episode says David Marlin isn't another 1996 movie situation. Well, if it means getting more queer Doctor Who, I kind of hope it is, right? Crystal D almost got hit by a bus. Well, you can only be so lucky. I mean, obviously, that she wasn't hit by it, that she survived, right? Or they survived, or whatever the fuck she calls us. I don't fucking know. Wouldn't you like there to be a straight white guy connected to Doctor Who at some point? Like, no. The Warping the Landseas joins the ranks on missing Doctor Who stories for fans outside the UK. Yes, have you ever heard of BitTorrent? It's not that hard, right? It's like, really? Oh, how can we get it? Maybe we could just pirate it like we've been doing for the last 30 years. I don't know. You tell me, baby. You tell me. As of Wednesday, Disney Plus has still not announced a release date or even quietly released the Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and Sea, since Disney paid for the exclusive worldwide streaming rights, and now they've got kind of egg on their face. I think they feel kind of stupid. Nobody outside the UK has been able to watch it legally. Well, didn't stop me, mate. That means only people in the UK can stream it now on the BBC iPlayer. The BBC's native streaming service is free to all TV license payers and anybody who goes online in the UK, but it's region locked in UK. Yes. Who knows how to get a VPN to get around that? Everybody? Anyone? Right? Stop. I mean, like, really, they put zero effort into it. Netflix puts, like, real effort into you not VPNing them. Right? I've lost my place. What was that? There you go. Sorry. Okay. American fans are frustrated that they can't watch. For fuck off. No, they're not. No, they're not. You just download. Really? It's not hard. Or news groups. Or somebody puts it on the Google Drive for you. I mean, it's 2026. It's really not hard to get stuff, that's not around. The longer a TV series or a feature is locked away from general release after people are already hyped to see it, the more mythical status it gathers. It's not like Tomb of the Cybermen, right? You couldn't just go on a website in 1983, right, and download Tomb of the fucking Cybermen. It's not really. By the way, that reminds me. Talking about downloading Doctor Who stories. Is the new Matrix edition out yet? Season 19? Because there's only got Time Flight left, and I would love to see Time Flight with new. I know it's coming soon. I'd love to see Time Flight with new effects. Anyway. Okay, no, go away. It's mythical status. It might not always be as good as they think it's cracked up to be. Two of the Sidemen was, right? Two of the Sidemen was. Right, I remember when I saw it, this is real class, right? Because I felt the same way about Web of Fear as well. The War Between the Land and the Sea completed its broadcast run in the UK. 10 on the BBC's biggest drama launches for 2025. Yeah, it's probably one of the best things they did. Its live and streaming figures combined to over 5 million viewers, which was like enough to get Peter Capaldi cancelled. Which in this day and age would be considered a hit on both British television and US networks. Yeah. How about not making like TV absolute shit, absolute relentless queer shit? Have you thought of that? Like, we told you you're going to destroy your. No, you knew best. You knew best. It's only got US and international Doctor Who fans more hyped to see it. No, Ken, no one's hyped to see it. You just BitTorrent it. I don't know what to tell you. Yet the sound of crickets from Disney. Well, I don't think they're overly happy with their investment, right? They have heard things from fans in the UK who have watched it and raved about it. It was okay, which was light night and day compared to Doctor Who, including countless Jews, lesbian Jews, and every which has become every Doctor Who fans must see. What are you sniffing, mate? I wish I was on the same goofballs that you're on. Right, Doctor Who is legendary by now for missing episodes. It's not missing. War between the land and sea torrent. Okay. There isn't so many torrents. Let me look at that. BitTorrent, maybe. What's the one I know? Is it an Easy TV? Is it? Yeah, let's try this one. War between the land. Let's see if that comes up with anything. There you go. Really? Oh no! How will we get it? I don't know. How about I just illegally download it from here? It's like, oh, it's missing. It's going to be a mistake. No. Are you fucking high? I mean, like, really? It's so fucking weird. The point of this article is delusional, right? Literally delusional. Missing episode stories that get mythical status in the minds of fans. The majority of the lost stories were due to videotapes being erased by BBC in order to recycle them back in the 70s. No, the BBC thought there would be any value in many programs, particularly Doctor Who, as the IP would have a long-lasting cultural and financial benefits. Classic fans hope that there will be somewhere someday. Now, the War between the land and the sea is being withheld by those outside the UK. Again, it's really not hard, mate. It's really not hard. Nobody but the BBC knows why the Disney Plus still won't release a War between the land and the sea. Maybe because they fucking hate it. I don't know. I really don't know. To the viewers worldwide, their refusal and silence suggest that Disney was not happy with the outcome of their deal. You think with the BBC for Doctor Who, this has led to all kinds of speculation. The deal was produced 26 hours of television. What Disney Plus was hoping for around 3 seasons, including the Christmas specials. Rusty Davis split into 3 anniversary specials, 2 8-episode seasons, and the 5-part War between the sea. I watched it and think it was massively flawed after a good first episode. That first episode was awful. Fans who love it have forgiven the increasing number of flaws. Perhaps Disney Plus has not been so forgiving, or maybe it's nothing to do with how good or bad Disney thought the series was. So what's it to do then? Right? Okay? So what's your theory, Addy Tantmouth? Right? When previously lost or suppressed films and TV shows see the light of day, it can be a mixed bag. Zack Snyder's Justice League turned out to be good. It was excellent. Shada, the unfinished Doctor Who story written by Douglas Adams, was fun, if overlong. Well, not if you watch the movie version, right? Who knows if Batgirl was, or the entire council Netflix adaptation of Matt Wanger's comic series Grendel are good. Well, I think if they made them and they don't want anybody to see it, that means they're probably bad, right? They're probably Starfleet Academy bad. Global fans continue to hanker for the War between the land and sea. Go BitTorrent. And they should be able to decide for themselves whether it's any good or it's worth having, and if it was worth not having 5 episodes of Doctor Who for it. Yes, because the episodes of Doctor Who it replaced were awful. Last 2 seasons of Doctor Who streamed Disney Plus as okay, that is a non-story. That is a crazy non-story. Is there anything new here? No, thank God. All right, thank God. All right, let's head over to here. 10 fixes for Doctor Who's future. 10 fixes for Doctor Who's future. What are they going to suggest? Please, going to next Doctor be somebody other than David Tennant or Billy Piper? Yes. I do tend to agree with you there, right? I do tend to agree with you. It all seems weird to say, but the Disney era is over and Doctor Who is once again in a state of limbo. I would use the word on the shitter, right? Doctor Who is totally on the shitter, right? Not in a good way. We do at least have the Christmas special to look forward to. Look forward to is a strong word, though we basically have no idea what to expect from it. Badly written woke shit. I think that would be fair, given how badly written and woke the rest of the fucking series has been. Beyond the BBC has reiterated commitment to Doctor Who, but the show's future is otherwise a blank slate. And while uncertainty sucks, it's also exciting. No, it's not. Again, I don't know if I'm getting divorced or not. It's not exciting. It sucks. If the stars align, there could be great things ahead. There could be. But I wouldn't hold your breath, mate. I wouldn't hold your breath. But first, some lessons need to be learned. After all, we wouldn't be in this mess to begin with if it wasn't for underlying issues of the recent seasons. They were woke shit. Okay? Woke shit. Every era is, to some extent, a reaction to the one that came before. Well, not this one. It was like, let's go woker. And this time it feels more important than ever that Doctor Who takes a moment to reflect before starting on its next chapter. I don't think they will. I think these people lack the ability of introspection, right? Genuinely, I think they lack that ability. To quote the first Doctor, it's far from being over. The show can and must succeed, and looking forward to these 10 eras will be a great path to do so. Adopt a more serious tone. The camp didn't really work. I'm sorry. It could have worked if it had good stories, right? But it didn't really work. The queer camp didn't work, right? It just didn't, right? Well, there's always been light and dark within Doctor Who. The show's perhaps veered a bit too silly in recent years. Yes, with the snot monster and the farting space station. Oh, God. For every grounded story like 73 Yards and Lucky Day, they were both shit. They were both shit, okay? Don't bullshit me. They were both shit. Like 73 Yards made no sense, and Millie Gibson looked like she was aged up to the age of 23, right? She didn't look 35 at all. Where are we up to? But there are about 3 things that are much more daft. From talking babies, singing goblins, and the twist at the end. Oh, God, it's awful. To Kate Lethbridge, she was telling the Doctor, we're all his children. Oh, fuck off. Oh, you just made me vomit in my own mouth. This doesn't mean the show needs to deal with more adult themes in every episode. No, but it needs to be good and scary. Rather, it needs to take itself seriously if it wants to be taken serious by the viewers. Exactly. There's something goes hand in hand with this is making Doctor Who scary again. Recent episodes haven't been without scary moments. What's the scary? I mean, other than shooting Gatwa clearly being some kind of sexual predator. But it feels like sending the kids behind the sofa is no longer the biggest priority. No, it's not. Right? We got to get the kids from TikTok. Well, don't do shit. Kids love watching stuff that makes them feel old for them. So making the show scarier, more grown up, would certainly broaden its appeal, making it less obsessed with chicks with dicks. Right? That's really number one. When you think back to the most iconic and beloved episodes of the modern series, they all fit around. They all fit this mold. Whether it's Blink, Waters of Mars, Heaven Sent, or even something like Amy's Choice, doesn't it tell you something? Yes, they were doing it badly. No one's favorite episode is New Earth or Aliens of London. I kind of like Aliens of London. I do, right? Or The Lodger. Not so much. Okay, yeah. Stop being kiddie shit, right? Unify the back catalogue. Now, what's that mean? The 6th anniversary month began with the announcement that the show's back catalogue will finally be available in one place if you're in England. Right? I have the back catalogue available for me in one place, my computer. Or hard drive connected to it. It was a huge development, making the Who archive more accessible than ever before. And yeah, all they needed to do was a good movie, a good TV show, right? If they did a good TV show that was like Doctor Who, and they had that entire catalogue there, right? They would have done well, right? They would have done well. But it was hugely meant at making the archive more accessible than ever before, while the Doctor Who fans will never stop buying physical media. That is true. Having everything there at a click of a button is super convenient. Well, again, I have that on my hard drive. The only problem is that despite the fuss being made about the show's international presence on Disney+, the archive was only made available on BBC iPlayer for fans in the UK. Well, obviously, Disney didn't want to spring for it, right? It's probably very expensive to handle all the rights, right? They didn't want to spring for it. Again, none of this is rocket scientists. What's more, new content such as classic colorization, one was, no, the re-edit was awful, but the colorization on War Games was excellent. And Tales of the TARDIS, oh god, they were awful. I mean, I like seeing the old companions back, but the whole premise was awful. The memory TARDIS was, it was all awful. It was all awful. Like, none of it worked at all. It looked cheap. It looked stupid. And it was also, often woke. Like when Shooty Gat was talking about cultural appropriation. Pyramids of Mars. I'm like, really, Shooty? Really? There's probably 1,000,001 reasons why it wasn't possible to put everything onto Disney Plus. Money. But there's also 1,000,001 reasons why it should be done for the next streamer going forward. Yes. But it's about money, right? It's about money. For starters, it just makes sense. But more importantly, having all the old stuff to watch during the off-season can make people more excited about the new stuff. Nothing will make them more excited about the new stuff, right? The new stuff was shite, right? No one's excited for it. And then the fact you insist on having your reboot involve characters and villains from more than 20 years ago. That's also true. And then make those characters and villains seem absolutely nothing like what they are. Then you surely have to let people watch the relevant episodes on the same streaming service. In hindsight, the whole RTD to Hooniverse thing just feels a bit half-hearted. They need to go all the way next time, or what's the point? Exactly. Cannot argue with you. What's number 8? Ditch the early streaming drops. Oh, God. That, again, if the show was good, right, and it had an international premiere at like 7 p.m. UK time Saturday, right, and there'll be 2 p.m. New York time, it will become something that everybody's going to watch together, right? It'll be the first time you actually have appointment TV, outside the network system, right? It actually really would have worked. But the Disney era took things to a whole nother level, with episodes dropping on the streaming channel at 8 a.m. instead of ahead of the main BBC One broadcast. Yeah, it was just they're shit at their jobs, right? It was just a dumb idea, and I think Matt pissed Rusty Davis off. We can get nostalgic about watching Sutek's return in the early hours of following Belinda's journey while eating Cheerios, but at the time, the gap between the streaming drop and the television broadcast was a total headache, requiring it to dodge spoilers for potentially 18 hours or more. If those rather inconvenient midnight 8 a.m. drops didn't work for you. Not only to mention the fragmenting audience like this made each episode feel less an event. That's also true. So, for the love of God, just have a streaming drop coincide with the UK broadcast going forward. Again, this was all Disney, right? And that's how it was for the 60th. And you didn't hear anybody complaining. So why fix what isn't broken? Because Disney drops their episodes only on 2 days, Wednesdays and Fridays, apparently. So it also feels like why? No, they can do whatever they want. Also feels like a return to the autumn-winter months would be beneficial to Doctor Who. Yeah, I think you're right. Especially when you look at the rating set of the success of the War Between Land and Sea. I can't believe 5 million is a rating success, right? But okay. Fine. That was number 8. Number 7. Stop shortchanging the companions. Well, again, this was just bad planning. Essentially, right? They fired Millie Gibson, and then they they didn't do well enough to get picked up for a third season. They knew it, and so the whole Belinda arc just got completely collapsed. Get Belinda home. Well, you didn't. Doctor Who lives on the strength of the companions, and companions only feel real if their world does too. Belinda really suffered in this regard. Part of it was unavoidable due to reality war reshoots, but even in the episodes that weren't reworked, her art was pretty much disappears after the world. Yes! We barely got to meet or know her family and friends, and her dad doesn't appear at all, because dads aren't that important. Ruby was better in this regard, getting a strong family unit from the off. The whole episode to herself, but it's a shame that Carla and Cherry didn't do. Can't remember that Carla and Cherry be on the Church and Ruby Road, and Ruby herself had little development as a character after the first episode. Contrast that with season 1 finale, where Jackie and Mickey have a vital role to play. Yeah, I love it. They're using the van to try and open up the TARDIS console, despite the stories being set in the far future, or scenes between Jackie and Pete in Doomsday, or the Nobles and how vital they are to the full series. Even Martha's family felt more important and were a constant presence. Yeah, it's called bad writing. Right? Bad writing. Switch to a writer's room. That's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. I disagree. I think have a talented leader, essentially, and that's a bad idea. And they had a writer's room in the Chibnall era, and it was shit, right? For the turn of the river, Doctor is operating under a showrunner model whereby one writer has ultimate control. Yeah, I think that's probably better, right? This has helped give each series a consistent tone and voice, but there have been times during the Disney era it feels too much like just one guy in charge, and the execs merely serving as yes men. I mean, again, tap dancing Davros. And a question choices being made. Yeah, well, nobody questions the Chibnall years, right? The show, where we're up to, this has helped give, in a show like Doctor Who that requires so much mental bandwidth, okay, it doesn't really, it can't help but feel like, the collaborative approach would be more beneficial, namely switching to a US-style writer's room. No, because you'll fill it full with political playwrights, where the writers work across the whole series rather than on individual episodes. We had a glimpse of that already in the Chris Jimmer running of the writers' room of sorts of season 11. How'd that work out? It didn't, did it? It worked out very badly. Those are essentially just a series of workshops where the writers came together to brainstorm before going away to write their episodes. It's essentially what a writer's room is. Providing you had the right team of writers, you're not going to. Going the full hog, they're not going to, would potentially be the strongest series of Doctor Who ever, but it's not going to happen. It will again. You're all going to. Why have a whole series of writers' room? They're all going to have the same opinions about everything, right? They're completely interchangeable. It would also free up the showrunner to focus on things like, actually running the show. Well, that's why you got a gazillion producers, right? During RTD2, it felt like the big picture stuff, like these arcs, hasn't been given the required attention. And this would also hopefully also address the problem too. Yeah, no. Again, you're not winning me over that one, right? 5, increase episode length or make more. I will say keep the episode length the same. Make more. Like it should be a 12-episode season. Oh, that Millie Gibson is hot. I'm sorry, she's just a hot woman. Like all longer-running TV shows. Season episode length have evolved dramatically over the years. In its early days, Doctor Who was basically all year round, about 40 weeks out of the year. By the start of New Who, it was a quarter of the year. Gradually reduced to 12 weeks, then 10, then 8, leaving recent seasons feeling like they're over before they began, especially when you got a Doctor Light episode or 2, right? And you put 2 episodes in the front on the first week. Any other companions only stick around for a year. Billy Gibson was fired, allegedly, crazily. When Doctor Who returned in 2005, it made a complete sense for the stories to be confined to 45 minutes, but it's kind of baffling while they're still sticking to that format 20 years later, rather than letting the episodes run to an hour. No. Starfleet Academy is shit because it's 15 minutes too fucking long. right? In other words, the format needs change. 8 45-minute episodes just did not work because there was too much to cram in. And also, it wasn't written well enough. A new cast and story every week. Series arcs, companions, development. It's all it's too much, and you could tell a show was buckling. No, I'm sorry, no. I mean, yeah, under the weight of these, useless writers, yes. 10 45 episode minutes a year feels much better, or even 8 that run for an hour. I'm not up for the hour, which was what we thought in the first place we're getting when the 8 episodes was announced. No, they're just trying to get to do things cheaply and easily, right? That's what it is. Alternatively, a more serialized format could be the right approach. Being able to reuse sets and costumes across the season would certainly be more cost effective. You can pave way for longer season. We have a glimpse of that already with Flux, and aside from the finale of that the series worked quite well. It worked better than anything else they did. I'll be honest with you. The weekly cliffhangers providing a great hook for next episode. Yes, the cliffhangers were good. The resolutions worked, but the cliffhangers were good. Right? It's obvious. It's only quite easy to say, just give us more Doctor Who, but is that really an important consideration in the modern age? Well, kinda. Right? There's so much competition for the audience's attention that being in the news cycle for 10 weeks versus 8 weeks can make a big difference. Not to mention Doctor Who, not to mention the aforementioned story of having more screen time to work with scaling down the spectrum. Okay, whatever. More stories, you say? More stories. Actually, you utilize proper villains. Then why do you have the Teletubby Daleks? Yeah, listen, I mean, why they decided to have no monsters, right, back in Doctor Who. No recurring monsters. I mean, again, it's not like you replace them with, absolute complete gold. No, right, you didn't. If there's anything more unbelievable than the fact that Ncuti Gatwa is no longer the Doctor, I find that very believable. It's the fact that he never got to face the Daleks. Yeah, I think season 3 was supposed to be the whole Dalek season. Disney era ultimately featured more of the big hitters instead of opting bring back featured none of the big hitters, instead opting bring back more obscure villains like the Rani, the Midnight Entity, and even the Villaingrad Corporation. Well, what about Omega and Sutek? I mean, and they just brought them back unrecognizably. After the Dalek Cybermen finales, and coming straight after a story featured all 3, it was somewhat of a change. Initially, it was shit. Every creative decision they made was a bad one. It was shit. Oh, hard to work out, right? It was shit. For an era bringing Doctor Who in a more global audience than ever, not utilizing the Daleks at the very least was a massive own goal, along with every other massive own goal. The one that shows a recognizable piece of iconography, arguably more so than the TARDIS. You couldn't get rid of the TARDIS for too long, would you? Well, John Nathan Turner tried for 3 episodes. 1 episode. By mistake. 1.5 episodes. Sometimes it's just really simple. The Daleks and Cybermen, or to a lesser extent, get more eyeballs on the show, and they make Doctor Who feel like Doctor Who. Exactly. But no, we want to do a queer Regency episode instead. Well, okay then. So use them. You certainly say that it's healthy to have a Dalek story every 2 years, if not initially. It's now 4 years since the Daleks last appeared, and they weren't very good last time they appeared, putting us in the longest Dalek hiatus since the classic era. But on the plus side, when they do eventually turn, it'll be a huge moment. That was supposed to be Series 3. But it all fell apart because everything they did was shit, right? Make it annual again. Yes. Right? Yes. Yes, I agree. Look, Doctor Who essentially has to be for kids, right? It's got to be for adults too, but it has to be for kids, right? And if a kid hasn't seen his Doctor for 3 years, forget it. You've lost that audience. It's got to be there every year, right? Since the Ian Russell Davies first era, Doctor Who's release has been on and off, with some years getting a spring series or some years getting an autumn series, and some years getting no series at all. Very rarely, though, right? Oh, knackered. The Disney era tried to resolve this by promising a return to annual Doctor Who content. And in fairness, they did pretty good with 5 specials, 2 seasons, and a spin-off between 2023 and 25. But due to the abrupt end of the Disney deal, there was no Christmas special last year. And we're now in yet another gap year since 2022. This is our third without a proper series. Yes, it's because it failed, right? It's called being cancelled, right? Which is crazy. Which is a crazy drop off for such a big show. They fucked it in the arse. What do you want at me? They absolutely fucked this show up the arse. To an extent, this is par for the course these days due to the increased cost of television production. Just look at Stranger Things. They managed a grand total of 5 seasons over 10 years, and they shouldn't have bothered with the last 2. Right, but it also speaks to the wider issues of everything having to be as polished as possible. If Doctor Who in its current form is too expensive to produce annually, could it not be reworked into something more achievable? Yes, again, I found the production values in the Disney era good, but totally that didn't do anything for me. Right, did do nothing for me. But it also speaks of the wider issues of everything having to be blah, 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 blah. We used to get 14 episodes, yeah, now it's 9 episodes. These days are borderline impossible to sustain, apparently so. It means toning down the special effects, or using AI, like any sane person, or switching up the show's format, as previously mentioned. But if it meant the show could annually and thus stand a chance at staying relevant all year round, that's the other thing. It was so dated, right? Rusty Davis signed contract and started writing it at exactly the wrong moment, right? Exactly the wrong moment. Chance of relevant all year round. These options need to be looked at. Bumps need to be looked at. Fresh blood across the board. Yes, Russell, may I say on behalf of all fandom, fuckity bye-bye. Right, fuckity bye-bye, with all sincerity. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, but like, they systematically worked at keeping the natural Doctor Who audience out of the writing pool, which is, normally science fiction is enjoyed by straight white people, right? No, I'll say straight men, not even white men, straight men. Right, and no, straight men, they're not allowed. What's the number one thing they got to do? What is their number one thing they got to do? Try and forget to go back to basics. The Disney era claimed to be a jumping on point. In reality, it was anything but. Yes, you're absolutely right. Lest we forget, this era began with bringing back a Doctor and Companion from 15 years ago. As a one-off for the show's 60th anniversary, there was some logic to this, but the callbacks continued throughout the 15th era and heavily relied on obscure characters and villains from the past. Take the return of Sue Tekken. No, yeah, you take him, because I don't want it. Whose significance was lost on new viewers, and whose controversial redesigns alienated existing fans. It was shit. And lest we forget the endless flashbacks from Dr. Ruby literally watching Pyramids of Mars. Yeah, I know. We've already spoken about how much reliance on the past can be damaging. Exactly. There's still a lesson to be learned in looking back. The thing, Doctor, you've got to look backwards and forwards at the same time. I would say 30% returning monsters and 70% new. Right? I think that way to go. It's something in the future you should look to eliminate. Fine. So the new brand, the new Doctor Who, a brand new Doctor and Companion. New stories. Oh, there we go. New villains with a focus on character development and drama. No hugs, no lore dumps, right? Or plot hinging on niche references. Oh, they love their niche references. Clever use of returning villains, Autons and Daleks. Good idea. They don't require your audience to do the homework. At this point, we need a clean break from where Doctor Who's laws brought in by. Yeah, reboot, baby. Reboot. in a way that new viewers can easily understand the backstories of stuff like the Time War. But it's going to be, but it needs to be able to stand on its own 2 feet with a story from 50 years ago that never feel like require viewing. Like previous points, the approach wouldn't only make the show great, but would undoubtedly be the healthiest way forward, given how much Doctor Who has started to eat its own tail in recent years. Yeah, look, it needs people who are dedicated to writing, not like crazy queer people, right? And there's a lot of them out there. There is a lot of them out there. Anyway, blimey, I'm cream cracker, ladies and gentlemen. I've been going 2 hours. I don't think my wife's back yet, so it looks like I'm unpacking all the groceries. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast, but I'm not doing it like 7 Kings today, apparently. I'm going to hit it again and say good night, good luck, and may your God